But how you should always view women, and this is super, super important. And this is what's going to separate you from the guy who is a guy that doesn't really have any sexual encounters with women and the guys who do, right? Now, when it comes to women, you have to think of them as sexual beings, people who like sex. What happens is a lot of guys, they get confused because they keep hearing women say, oh, these guys are disgusting, they do this, why do you always think about sex? So you feel like, well, maybe women don't like sex like us, you understand? So you get confused. But you have to understand and think of women as sexual beings. So you have to assume that women want to have sex with you. This is what I do. I always assume every woman I talk to wants to fuck me. Everyone. Everyone that I say hi to, you shake their hand, I'm like, this girl wants to fuck me. That's what I'm thinking in my head. You understand? Because I have to get myself to the point where I don't, I want to have that encounter where I'm having the energy where I'm bringing sexual energy towards her. And the thing is, you gotta understand that women drop hints a lot about how sexual they are. So for example, you heard of 50 Shades of Grey, the book, which is like sells millions of copies. And it's all about, a woman being dominated by a guy. They love that shit, right? And also, I have a lot of conversations with women, and a lot of women tell me, I always say, it's easier for you ladies to get sex. And what I always hear 90% of the time is women will tell me, no, it's easier for you guys to get sex. It's so easy for guys to get sex. So I'm like, why do you think it's easy for guys to get sex? And the reason why a lot of them think it's easy for guys to get sex is because they're having sex with a bunch of guys. You understand? So they want to have sex. So women drop these little hints, but it's like you got to pick up on it. And once you pick up on it, then you can really, make things happen. Number 2 is always approach women as sex partners. Meaning, never approach a girl like you just want to be friends. And I used to make this mistake all the time where when I approached a girl, I would just act very neutral and like, oh yeah, how you doing? Hey, how's your day? Whatever. And like I was saying, where, what I had to do was I had to start assuming that women want to have sex with me. That's what was in my head. All these girls want to fuck me. All these girls want to fuck me. So when I approach them, I don't approach as a friend because all I'm thinking about is a sexual interaction. And the thing you got to understand is, you as a man, you should never feel guilty about this. This is the part that, people have tricked you into thinking. If you're a man and she's a woman, and your function actually is to get together and have sex and procreate, this is what you're here for. You understand? That's not all you're here for. You can do other stuff, but this is a big part of it. So don't feel guilty about that. And also, what you got to understand is some girls, they are not going to feel comfortable being sexual because in society they tell women, oh, you're a slut, you're a whore if you do all these other things, right? So when I say give her permission to be sexual, so what I would do usually, and you can do this too, is that when I talk to a girl, I can tell sometimes when she's into me, she wants to get sexual, but she's scared of what I might think. She's like, she's like, I don't want him to think I'm like that or I'm a hoe and all this other stuff. So what I do is I give her permission to be sexual. I say, hey, listen, I know you're into me, I'm into you, I'm feeling you, like, yeah, come kiss me, I want you to kiss me, I want you to touch me here, I want you to do this. So you're letting her know, hey, it's okay to be sexual. So that's something you can do when you're actually dealing with a girl. And sometimes you can tell when they want to be sexual because they're saying like, oh, I don't know if I should, but they're not leaving you alone. And what I usually do is I kind of like back off and see what she's going to keep doing, and I'm still talking and I still see her flirting and touching, and then so I know she wants to do something. So I say, okay, look, I know you want to do this, let's make this happen, right? Now the last thing you got to also do when it comes to how you view women, and this is super important, never view women like they're innocent. Meaning, don't think, a lot of women will say, oh, I never do this, I'm not like this type of girl, I'm very innocent, and then so you believe that, and then you start to look at every other woman like that. And I'll tell you a story, this is the funniest shit that ever happened. Me and my friend are at this hotel, it's called a Hudson Hotel on 50-something street, 59th Street, I think. So, we're at the hotel, because it's a barn hotel, it's about like 2:30 in the morning, and we were coming from another spot, so he's like, let's go to this bar and see this other girls at this bar. So we go to the hotel bar and we're chilling, we're drinking, and we're talking to a couple of girls, right? So then the bar started to die down, people were leaving. So me and him were in the lobby and we were just chilling. So then I saw this one girl and he's talking to another girl. So we're kind of like apart from each other, and I'm over here talking to this girl, talking to that girl. So the girl I was talking to, she had like a boyfriend or some stuff. So then her boyfriend came in, and so I was like, all right, cool. So I see my friend talking to the girl still. So I'm like, okay, my friend's getting it. He might get a number. They might, whatever. So my friend calls me over, right? So now he introduces me to the girl. right? So I shake hand, I'm like, how you doing and everything. So I see her talking to him, and I'm like, and I said to her, I said, hold on, I stopped them in the conversation. I was like, I noticed you're flirting with my friend a little bit too much. And I was like, it looks like you want to kiss him or something. So then she starts laughing. I was like, how about you kiss my friend, right? So she kisses my friend, and as soon as she kisses my friend, she's like, I feel so bad, I shouldn't have done that, right? And I'm like, why? What's the big deal? What's the big deal about you kissing him, right? So next thing you know, had a coat on. She's like, hey, I like your coat. She's rubbing on my coat and feeling my arms. And I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, what, you flirting with me now? So then she starts laughing. So I said, come here. And I kiss her, right? So then after I kiss her, she's like, oh my God, I feel so bad, I shouldn't have done that. And I said, wait a second. So in my mind, I'm thinking, you kiss my friend, you're kissing me. And I'm like, and I said, are you staying at this hotel? And she's like, yeah, right? So at this point, I'm thinking a threesome's gonna happen, right? So she's like, oh my God, I feel so bad. I said, okay, stop. Why do you feel so bad? You just met two cool guys, in a hotel where we're kissing you. What are you feeling so bad about? She was like, oh, I feel bad because my boyfriend's upstairs sleeping in the hotel room. You understand what I'm saying? So she's making out with us, and her boyfriend is in the hotel room, in their hotel room sleeping. You understand? So this is what I'm saying, like, women want to be sexual.